Alright, I'm going to do a little leash work with Mr. Tig. He pulls pretty good. So we're going to just do some foundational work in the backyard. It's very important that when you're teaching a dog a new behavior, you want to set up the environment with minimal to no distractions to be able to get the behavior that you want. You don't want to take them straight into a very difficult situation and expect them to be able to calm down and focus on you, especially if you haven't worked with them for very long. So this is kind of some foundational stuff. We're going to start with hand targeting. Good. Using some high value food here, little bits of hot dog to keep his interest. Sometimes dry kibble is not good enough, especially when they're nervous or anxious. We want something that's really super tasty. Good. And then a little bit of eye contact. Good. I like how you rock back in a little relaxed sit position there. Good. Okay, now I'm going to teach him to follow me. Okay, come on, boy. Goal is to keep the leash loose. Anytime he comes up to my left target hand, that's what I want to reward. I want to teach him where I want him to be. Good. So by walking backwards, he's got that security of looking at me, but I'm also teaching him to follow me, because all I got to do is turn around, and now we're in a normal walking position. Opposite direction. Anytime he gets in front, I back up. I'll reward him for redirecting towards me. Everybody. I just want to be able to turn him around. Distracted, that's okay. That's it, come, sit. Go. Sit. Direct him to his place. That can be a bed, just a spot on the floor. Just want to make it comfortable at first. You don't want to teach place on the concrete or a hardwood floor if he's not comfortable with going to a spot. You want to make it a comfortable spot in the beginning. Good. So all I did was just use my food lure to lure him into the spot that I wanted him to go to. See if I can get it down. Stay. So when I'm teaching stay, I always want to come back to the dog and put the treat on the bed between the paws. If I'm slow with the treat delivery, or if it's above his head, it can make him want to break position. Or if he wants to break position, that's just something that he naturally wants to do. You don't want to call him. You don't want to incorporate the come command with the stay command. You want to work them separately in the beginning. So your dog knows stay means stay, not stay, I'm eventually going to get called. And that will help him calm down and stay in the spot that he's at, because he knows I'm always going to come back to him to reward him. It also helps with the down as well. Whether you're working a down stay in place or just a down anywhere. You always want to put that treat on the ground between the paws. That's going to put that focal point down as opposed to up. Right, buddy? Good. Then I want to be able to give him a release word. I'm not going to incorporate the come command, so I just give him a release word right next to him. Okay. Please. Okay, so this is the heel position. Head to thigh, toes to paws. I want to condition my dog to stand right next to me. The slack of the lead I can fold over in 1 or 2 or 3 folds, depending on how short or tall the dog is. But I want to try to keep the rest of the leash away from his face so he's not distracted. Right, buddy? Right here, boy. Sit. He's not used to sitting in the heel position. I would use a wall for that, and just kind of get him in between it and use the wall to help keep him from swiveling his butt around. But if I want him to go into the heel position, I only want to reward him when he's in that position. I don't want to give him a treat if he swings back around. See if I can guide him into a sit here. Sit. All the way. Come on. See how that leash distracted him there? So we'll try again. Sit. Yes, there we go. When he does it right, that's when he gets the treat. So I don't want to reward for sitting in the wrong position if I want to phase that out and only want him to sit in the heel. It's very important that we only reward for the specific behaviors that we're asking for. Right, buddy? So if he wants to go back around, he doesn't get a reward. I'll just redirect him back into position. This way. Right here. Good. I use that left target hand to kind of hold him in place. Sit. Yes, good. And then reward for that. If he wants to swivel back around, no reward. And then we reset. Right here. Sit. Right here. Okay, come.